In the modern theater of war, there is a force that operates in the silence between the heartbeats of the enemy. They are the unseen eyes of the military, the silent protectors who exist in the shadows while standing in plain sight. We are talking about the graduates and students of the United States Army Sniper Course. To the untrained eye, the landscape is merely a collection of trees, grass, and dirt. But to the professional, that same landscape is a complex puzzle of concealment, angles, and lethal opportunity. When we look at the environment presented by Staff Sergeant Brian Moran, an instructor at this elite course, we are challenged to find two individuals who are standing mere feet away. This is not a game of hide and seek. It is a life or death struggle for detection. The sniper's mission is one of the most psychologically and physically demanding roles in the entire military. It is a role that requires more than just a steady hand on a trigger. It requires a complete mastery of the environment. The moral lesson here is the power of humility and patience. A sniper does not seek the spotlight. Their success is measured by the fact that they were never seen at all. In a world that often rewards the loudest voice, the sniper teaches us that the greatest influence often comes from those who work in silence, observing the world with precision and waiting for the exact right moment to act. The philosophy of the high ground. The sniper school is not just a training ground for marksmen, it is a strategic necessity for the entire military. As Staff Sergeant Moran explains, the role of the sniper allows a unit to expand its reach far beyond the traditional front lines. They are the pioneers who venture into the dead space where regular infantry cannot survive. By infiltrating behind enemy lines, snipers provide critical reconnaissance that serves as the backbone for command-level planning. Think about the weight of that responsibility. The information gathered by a two-man team lying in the mud can determine the fate of thousands of soldiers. This is about vision. In leadership and in life, the sniper mindset is about seeing what others miss. While everyone else is looking at the obvious obstacles, the sniper is looking for the negative space, the gaps in the enemy's defense. The motivational takeaway is clear. To be truly effective in your field, you must be willing to go where others fear to tread. You must be willing to observe when others are talking, and you must be willing to gather intelligence before you make your move. Preparation is not just a phase of the mission. For a sniper, preparation is the mission. Breaking the outline. The first student is called forward, seemingly appearing out of the very earth itself. He is wearing what is known as a ghillie suit. This is not just a camouflage uniform, it is a masterpiece of tactical art. The purpose of the ghillie suit is to break up the human outline. The human eye is naturally programmed to look for specific shapes, the curve of a shoulder, the straight line of a leg, the symmetry of a head. By utilizing burlap, twine, and natural vegetation, the sniper transforms themselves from a person into a texture. They become part of the background noise of the forest. This teaches us an essential lesson in adaptation. To survive and thrive in any environment, you must be able to blend your skills with the needs of the moment. You cannot force the environment to adapt to you. You must adapt to the environment. The sniper student demonstrates that true concealment is about understanding the negative space, the areas that do not take up mass. By filling these gaps with camouflage that matches the local flora, the sniper disappears. In your own professional lives, this translates to the ability to work seamlessly within a team. Sometimes the best thing you can do is break your outline. Put aside your ego and become a seamless part of the larger mission. The two-man bond. Even after the first sniper is revealed, a second remains hidden in the immediate field of view. This highlights the standard operating procedure of the sniper world, the two-man team. Operating in such small numbers means there is no room for error and no immediate support. If a firefight breaks out, a two-man team cannot sustain a long engagement. Their survival depends entirely on remaining undetected. This reliance on a partner is the ultimate expression of trust. One man watches while the other rests. One man calculates the wind while the other takes the shot. It is a brotherhood forged in the dirt and the silence. The educational value here is learning the importance of the spotter-sniper relationship. In any complex organization, you need someone who can see the big picture while you focus on the target. The moral lesson is about the necessity of support. No matter how elite you are, you cannot do it alone. You need a partner who shares your discipline, your vision, and your commitment to the mission. The unseen force is not just about the individual. It is about the synergy of a team that operates as a single organism. Mastery of the negative space. When the second sniper finally steps forward, we see a different approach to concealment. Covered from head to toe in green foliage and broad leaves, he matches the specific green-leafed area he was occupying. This is match-to-environment camouflage. He didn't just use a generic suit, he utilized the specific colors and textures of his immediate surroundings. This level of detail is what separates a student from a master. It's easy to be mostly hidden, but in the world of the U.S. Army sniper, mostly is a death sentence. You must be perfectly hidden. This requires a relentless attention to detail. It requires the sniper to look at the underside of leaves, the dampness of the soil, and the direction of the sunlight. In your own life, ask yourself, are you paying attention to the leaves in your environment? Are you looking at the small details that others ignore? Success is often found in the last 1% of effort. Most people stop at 99%, but the sniper stays in the mud until they are 100% invisible. That final 1% is where the lethality lives. That is where the mastery is found. The weight of silence. The sniper course is one of the most difficult in the military because it tests the mind as well as the body. Imagine lying still for 12 hours with insects crawling across your face and the rain soaking through your suit, knowing that even the slightest twitch could reveal your position. This is the weight of silence. It is a test of will. This is highly motivational for anyone facing a long-term challenge. The sniper reminds us that endurance is a weapon. If you can wait longer than your opponent, if you can stay focused longer than the competition, you will eventually find your opening. The sound of lethality we hear on the range is only possible because of the silence of discipline practiced in the field. The report concludes with a salute to these invisible guardians. They are the professionals who ensure that the front lines are protected and that the enemy is always watched. They teach us that true power doesn't need to be seen to be felt. By mastering the art of the unseen, the U.S. Army sniper ensures that they are always the ones who decide when the silence is finally broken. The sniper's legacy. As we look back at the empty patch of grass where two elite soldiers were just standing, we realize that the world is much deeper than it appears on the surface. There is always more going on than meets the eye. The United States Army Sniper Course isn't just teaching people how to shoot. It is teaching them how to see, how to wait, and how to win before the fight even starts. Take these lessons with you. Aim high, stay disciplined, and remember that sometimes the most powerful thing you can be is the person that no one saw coming. Whether you are in the boardroom, the classroom, or the field of battle, the sniper mindset will always give you the edge. Respect the silence, master your environment, and always, always protect your outline.